Hello Internet. I wanted to make a video on eating every other day because I've lost weight doing it, and I'd like to share some of the pros and cons that come with doing it. So going to the gym, I've heard a lot of different people say a lot of different things, that if you fast every other day, you're going to lose all your muscle. Another thing that I've seen on the internet is that fasting doesn't have any negative side effects, or fasting can't be bad for you, and those are both wrong. You won't lose any muscle, in my opinion, and fasting can be harmful if you do it wrong or if you don't control yourself while you're doing it. So the negative side effects of fasting first, then the positive, and then some little insights. Negatives is you can overeat on your eating days. It's very possible to eat more than you should. So that, for me, the way that I combat that is I use an app on my phone that I track my macros with, and it works out good for me. I can count my macros, make sure I don't overeat, and a lot of the days I actually find myself able to overeat. I'll hit all my macros, and then there'll be 6 or 7 hours left in the day, and I'm just like, okay, well, I got to cut it off, and I've already eaten my calories for the next day. So the way that I do it is, if I was going to eat every other day, I'd eat around 1,800 calories every day. A little less, but since I eat every other day, I set my macros accordingly, and I eat roughly 3,500 calories, or 3,550, somewhere in there, every day that I eat. So I eat 3,500 calories, I don't eat the next day. I eat 3,500 calories, I don't eat the next day. So that way I'm getting my calories for the week in a deficit, but I'm only eating every other day. So anyway, what I found is that it's easy to breach that limit that you set for yourself. Another negative thing is you will feel full the whole day that you're eating on your eating day. So I'll go to the gym fasted, I feel light, I feel strong, I feel fast, I feel like I'm doing whatever, and I feel good. The caffeine from the pre-workout hits me, and I guess truly I don't fast. Technically, I don't hardcore fast, I guess, or whatever, because I do drink pre-workout on my fasted day, but I always make sure it's like the 0-calorie drinks or whatever. So anyway, you'll feel full on your fasted days. Like, muscle ups are a lot harder on my fed days. Pull ups are a lot harder. I feel weaker. I'm like satiated. It's almost like the day that I eat. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I eat, especially a lot of carbs, I'll get that like lazy, tired feeling, and I just want to sleep. I'll feel like that my whole like fed day almost. So that kind of sucks. And then on my fasted day, I feel fine. I feel like alert and I'm good. Another bad thing is that people will like hardcore judge you, or so just keep it to yourself, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Like, I wouldn't tell anybody, especially because it's going to cause all the drama, and then especially people you work out with, they're going to, it's almost like you're personally attacking them, or you're attacking the way that they do it if you say that you do something different. And I think that goes for every sort of like aspect of life, really, but especially with this, you go talk to the guys that are like super into working out and super like about it, and they have their certain way of doing it, and if you question that, or if you do something else, it's like, oh, you're an idiot, and you know you're dumb, and that their way's the only way. So whatever, I wouldn't say anything. The other thing is, like, for example, people at my workplace kind of look at me weird because I take lunch every other day, and they're like, well, why don't you eat, or like you work out and stuff, and you're fit now, like why does it matter? Well, I'm trying to get leaner, and if you don't work out every day, and if you don't really like, if you don't have goals, then it's kind of hard to understand, I guess. At least that's the way that it seems like to me, that I want to get to a certain place, and I'm not there yet, so I'm still working towards that place. And people don't see that. They just see me for where I'm at now, and they're just like, oh, that's good enough. It'd be good enough for me. They won't really understand it. So that's another thing to think about. Another negative would be that it's easy to yo-yo. So it's easy to yo-yo in weight and not necessarily fat, and then it is also easy to yo-yo in fat. So for just the weight thing, if you do keto, for example, and then you start eating carbs, you're going to gain 8 pounds overnight from water weight, or 6 pounds or whatever. At least I will, because I'm close to 200 pounds. And that's kind of the deal with this, is if you carb cycle on this, or if you change, the way that I do it is I hit my calories for a lot of times I don't look at what the macros are for those calories. I just make sure I hit my calories. So like if I hit decent protein, decent carbs, decent fats, I'm happy. If I hit high carbs, decent protein, low fats, I'm happy. If I hit high fats and low protein, I don't care. I've been working out for 10 years. Like I know that my muscle's not going to disappear, and if I get a little weaker, then whatever. If I get a little stronger, whatever. I like to work out. I like to exercise. So being strong is a byproduct of that. Looking good is a byproduct of that. If I want to look better, then I could set that in my goals or whatever. But anyway, it's easy to yo-yo in weight, because if you eat every other day, you'll have that fasted day where you're not taking anything in, and then you'll kind of piss out water weight. So that one day you'll keep pissing as normal. You'll get rid of your water weight, and then your next day will decide how your weight's going to be. So you might lose. For me, at least, for an example, I would be like 190, and then I'd fast for a day, and then the next day I'd be 188, and then I would eat low carb. The next day I'd be 186 or 187. Then the next day before I'd eat again, I'd be 185, and then I'd eat a bunch of carbs and I'd be 190. So, you know what I mean? Like I might lose a pound or 2 a week, but my weight would fluctuate so much because of those fasted days and the opportunity that my body had to flush out the carbs. So if you're trying to flush out the carbs and you want to keep doing that and keep your weight down, you can. If you want to eat carbs and maintain the strength, which I find that the more carbs I eat, the stronger I am, or the better I feel usually. I mean, then you do that too. It's really up to you. So that's kind of the negatives there. The positives is that you will reduce your calorie intake window. So this kind of goes into 2 arguments that people have, saying that fasting, fasting is better than calorie restriction. You can look at it through calorie restriction, or you can look at it through the fasting window. I mean, you do whatever makes your little heart happy, but I kind of like find a middle ground. So I make sure that I don't go over my calories for my restriction, and then I also put some fasting in there just to promote autophagy and cell regeneration and all that good stuff. And another positive thing talking about that is being able to control what you eat, being able to control your mind. If you can control what you eat, you can control your schedule. You can control what you think. You can control your attitude. Like it's a self-aware process that you can use to kind of get a hold of yourself, I guess. Other than that, it's that calorie restriction or the fasting, either one you want to look at, it helps you lose weight. I mean, you get leaner. You might lose a little bit of muscle. You might not lose any. You might lose all your muscle. I don't know. I don't feel like I didn't lose that much. And I'm just as strong. Pound for pound, I'm stronger because I'm less fat, I guess. Anyway, so to take away from this, some things that you have to do if you are gonna do every other day eating is you have to count your macros. You have to keep up with your weight to get the weight feedback and to see how much carbs actually affect you, see how much water is fluctuating through your body, so you kind of have an idea of what you're losing of fat and what you're losing of just water. And that's it. I mean, have some self-control, I guess. Going back to the negative things, these past few weeks on my eating day, instead of eating healthy foods and eating you know, like, I don't know, just steak or chicken or whatever, I've been eating like donuts and shit. But I stay underneath my carbs, or not my carbs, I stay underneath my calories so that I don't actually gain that much weight. So honestly, I'm probably leaner now than I was then. I'm just holding on to more water weight because of my carb intake. So there's that. Anyway, so what I look like right now. Let's get this lighting right. So this is what I look like now. Stomach. I don't know how to pose, so. Abs still not there. I still got pretty good little meats going on, especially here. Got some meats here. Got some meats in here. That's just fat. So I'm not really lean, I guess. I mean, whatsoever. I'll give you the back meat. Here's the legs. The light's kind of getting in the way, I guess. Some leg action. I think it's dumb the way that people get on YouTube and then they say, like, don't do this for weight loss. Like, who the fuck wouldn't want to lose weight? Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah. That's my 2 cents or whatever. Thanks for watching the video. I'm going to try to do one every week, whether it's on, like, working out or fasting or, I don't know, anything. I have 2 dogs, puppies. I've been getting into computer building and stuff.